Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about a topic that I've never discussed on my channel before, and that is art block and feeling uninspired. I want to talk about my experience with this, and maybe my experience will help you get through a similar situation. Feeling uninspired and art block is not an easy thing to go through. Right now, I feel like I'm finally in a place where I'm breaking free from that state of not knowing what to draw or create and not feeling very passionate about my artwork. I was feeling this way probably for the past couple of years. It was a bit on and off, but for the most part, I did not have any ideas for my artworks that I felt proud of, and I felt stuck with what I wanted to create next. For a while, I was doing small, simple illustrations and Instagram art challenges, and in general, those things aren't bad, but I was relying on those things to come up with what to draw, and I wanted it to be something quick so that I could have a finished illustration and just post more on Instagram. I honestly felt that I needed to post more, and as a result, I was making art that didn't stimulate me or make me very happy. The art I made was nice, and I did like working on them to a degree, but I wasn't growing my creativity or passion for art. So now let's transition into what helped me move on from this rut. Going to college definitely has helped me because as an art major, I was forced to make art from my own concepts and not just follow Instagram challenges or create aesthetic looking characters. Also, taking art history started to expose me to a world of art I thought I knew about, but really I didn't. I was fortunate enough to have good art history teachers, and I was exposed to art that was not just on the Instagram Explore page, or art that was filled with follows, likes, and comments. Being exposed to art history eventually led me to exploring it more on my own, and I was able to go to art museums with my family and friends, and I went to my local library to check out books on art history, and I was interested in watching educational videos on art masters in history. Another thing that contributed was actually exploring a new medium, oil painting. And starting out, I made paintings following Bob Ross, which was fun, and it was a great introduction to oil painting. I also stumbled across other oil painters on YouTube and other tutorials. To name a couple, Stephan Baumann for inspiration and motivation, and Samuel Earp for tutorials, methods, plein air painting, and also inspiration. I can link their channels down below if you're interested. I also started experimenting with different painting techniques like alla prima or using oil painting mediums. After my second semester, I took a break and visited my mom in Georgia over the summer. I brought my oil painting stuff and drawing stuff and my art book that I had gotten from the art museum, and I took it easy. I actually didn't make art unless I felt a bit inspired, and I'd spend a lot of time with my family and my mom, and I relaxed as much as I could, even being lazy at times. I spent about a month there and even got bored. So bored I felt ready to come back to Virginia, but I think it was a good thing. I started to paint and draw more just because I wanted something to do. Towards the end of my stay, I spontaneously had a chance to go to Las Vegas for the first time with my cousin for an odd job, and that was an amazing experience. I even vlogged about it, so you can check that out if you're interested. I didn't get a chance to make any art at all there, but I really enjoyed my time, and we explored so much of the city. When I got back to Virginia, I was starting my next classes soon, and I was going to be taking Painting 1. I felt super pumped and ready to make art. I really felt like I had regained my motivation and purpose and perspective. And ever since then, I've really just been trying to keep up the stream of inspiration by reading books on my favorite artists, going out in nature and painting from life and just being as consistent as I can. It's not easy at times, and there are days where I'm not sure what to paint or I don't really feel like making art, but I try to keep my art area ready to make a painting, and I try to think about color and light and the things I've learned as much as I can and how I can incorporate it into my artwork. Painting and drawing from life has helped me a lot with improving my art and keeping me going. I never did it as much in the past, but I was able to do it more in school as well as over the summer. Also, I try not to watch or expose myself to content that makes me feel like I need to compare myself or I feel like bad about my growth as an artist. With social media being everywhere, it's so hard not to compare yourself or compare your artwork to others. That's been one of my biggest struggles as an artist and still is at times. So I really encourage you that if you can, limit your screen time on Instagram and YouTube and just be present with yourself and your art instead of having to rely on so many external sources and distractions every time you're going to draw or paint. So those are some of the things I did to combat art block, and now I want to transition into the painting I'm currently working on here. As you saw in the beginning of the video, I was building an easel I got, and I mainly got this because I was starting painting class soon, and also because I wanted to get into painting bigger paintings. Before I got the easel, I had bought a larger canvas and I wasn't able to use it because I had no way of holding it to paint. Like there was nothing I had to prop it up that was like big enough. So here you see me painting on that larger canvas that I had gotten, and I'm working on this waterfall painting. I took photos of this waterfall when I was living in Georgia, and I'm glad I took photos of it as I'm using it for reference. I did change up some of the things about it, like the lighting and the sky, so I wasn't just copying the photo exactly, and I love the finished painting, and I loved the process as well. It was really fun and motivating. My school holds student shows for the art department, and I was able to enter this painting in it as well. I didn't win anything though, but it was amazing seeing it on the wall along with everyone else's artwork, and I loved having my family and my friends there to see it at opening night. Well guys, I hope my video was able to help some of you with art block if you're going through something similar. I wish you guys a wonderful week. Don't forget to check out my Instagram as I post more art stuff on there a bit more frequently than on YouTube at the moment. And I'll see you guys in my next video.